Hey guys, I'm sitting up here on a shooting blind, sun drenched, waiting for Gav Boo Boo and TJ to come back from a recovery. They shot a couple of deer this morning. I elected to sleep in anyway, but I've already done some hard yards, don't forget that. Hunting spots, something that's come up, and a few of my hunting mates have discussed it, and got quite a bit of sort of request from chaps, local Kiwi guys and that, or even local guys here in the Manawatu Rangatiki area, for the locations of some of the places we hunt. I mean, most of you guys that are hunters can appreciate, what sort of work it takes to find a good spot, to protect it. You don't go bombing the shit out of it, knocking every animal off it, but there's also, the joy of researching it, jumping on Google Earth or using that SpotX book or whatever, and really trying to suss it out yourself. A few boys have, after Gav Boo Boo's post on Takapati Road, been up there slaying, because he put it up there, and even Joseph Ralston and good old Delboy, they've posted up, and you just see dudes rushing into their spots, which is all good at the end of the day. I mean, that's what it's, if guys post like that and they put the locations in that, you kind of got to expect it. But yeah, it was quite a hard case. Watched a video put up by Joe Ralston, and he was heading in for a bit of a camp. I think he was going to do a bit of a promo on a sleepy mat and a pair of Hunter's Elements boots. That was quite funny clip anyway. Anyway, first spot he gets to, mate, and there's another YouTuber sitting there, as well as another mate coming up to his spot. It was a good indicator that that other dudes had been watching this video and sussing out his spots, and obviously thought it were quite lucrative and headed up there for a bit of a shot. So I think old Joey got a bit of a shock to see those dudes up there. Yeah, the other shooters, the other YouTuber was sitting there. He didn't look that happy either, getting all those dudes on that spot, but that's just one of those things, find your own spots, own them, don't share them, or only share them with people that you trust. Just want to sort of talk about the satisfaction you get of actually sussing out your own spots, and the way we do it is Google Earth or Google Maps, go in there, look at some places that are accessible, publicly, suss out clearings, like slips like behind me, find a place where you can see it, check out what the ranges are, do the distance from where you intend to shoot from to where the slip faces or whatever, and it has to be within the capability of your shooting. If you're a long range shooter, well shit, out to a K's all good, but if you're just your sort of average Joe meat hunter, you're carting around a 3 to 9 sort of power scope, when you want to be sort of within 1 to 2, 300, 400 maybe, stretching the barrel and stretching your capabilities. But it's all going to come down to how far you can shoot, and if you want to do big recoveries, because for us in the long range game, man, it's just shooting the animals the easy bit, mate. The recoveries are just monstrous. But yeah, I just thought I'd just have a quick yarn about that. Like I said, if we post them on YouTube, that's all good. You guys go up there and give it a bit of a nudge. Particularly you guys that don't have a lot of hunting areas. So it's just something that me and Gav and have sort of been worrying about. We're sort of talking about whether our spot's going to get thrashed. We try to keep the ones that are quite lucrative to ourselves, which is fair enough. Don't want everybody coming up here and raping and pillaging. But yeah, so just a thought about that. And for you guys that do, research your own spots and get it, and they're real mint, think about, do you want every man and his dog up there? So yeah. Mates, friends, brothers, bros, whatever, is when you get invited. I mean, this is just, what seems to be my point of view, and Gav's and a few hunters that I know of, and had it happen to them, where you've taken people to spots, whether they're private or public, been invited as a guest to shoot, and then that person has then turned around and either taken his mates there or gone on the back door and asked the private landowner for access, you know. To me that's just not right. It's just my personal point of view and the view of a couple of other hunting mates, that, you know, those spots belong to your mate, that intro belongs to your mate, and the way that you access that is through your mate, you know. I've had it happen to me, and I know heaps of hunters have had it happen to them, where you invite people out, you trust them that there's a code, you know, code of ethics around hunting, about access to spots, that, you know, you go there with your mate, you don't take other mates that aren't related to any of this and slay that area up, you know. It's not nice. And when you guys, you know, most of you guys out there in hunting land, particularly in the Manawatu Ruahinis area, have got spots, you know, all of us have got spots, and ever think about that if you took a mate in and he took all his mates up there and thrashed the shit out of it, you know, it's really just not on. But yeah, that's just my point of view anyway. But back to finding hunting spots, you know, it's quite satisfying to suss it all out, you know, do your homework and then get out there and it just works, you know. Deer are there, you pull off the shot, you recover well, you know, you suss it out as you go down to the creek, you find the good tracks up to find that access to the slips, and it just works out. So those are just my 5 cents worth on hunting spots. You know, don't want to be too opinionated about it, but it's just the way, the view of most hunters that I hunt with about, you know, how we look after them and the people we choose to come with us into these spots. So all good.